Welcome to another episode, Middle Ground with JLE, LLC, where we treat you like family. Another great show for you today. She already started, man. We got another fabulous guest. She ain't trying to act right. She already not. No problem. A lot of accolades too. Let me get my notepad, make sure I say it all right. We have the fitness trainer, certified life coach, life agent, motivational speaker, founder, editor in chief of Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine, Coach Tiffany Williams Carroll.
Yeah,
And
okay.
yeah.
Thank you so much for having me, Jeffrey. I
Uh-huh.
appreciate it. You know we're about to have some
Yeah, we
fun.
said tripping with that little. Is it cold in Detroit? Yeah, we said tripping. No, we got all this snow. You on the West Coast, nice and breezy,
Look like
palm
you had
trees.
that.
So tell the audience a little about yourself.
Sure. So, as you said, you said it all really. I'm a certified life coach, fitness trainer, and really became that through my own personal journey. I was in human resources for many years,
Mm-hmm.
and I got caught up in just life. Back in 2008, I was told I was gonna basically die if I didn't make some changes in my health.
Okay.
And I was a single mom at the time. I mean, I had my mom there to help me, and but I didn't have the support, that I really needed from, that structure, that family structure, right? So I had to get in action. I mean, I wasn't going to go nowhere. So I just really just dug deep. I prayed about it, and answers came. Because I knew I had the answers. I just didn't know where to go. So of course,
Okay.
for me, I grew up in a religious, family. My grandfather was a preacher, so we always were in church, things like that. So I could say, what, Lord, just help me. I messed up here, obviously. Okay, I was,
Okay.
at almost 300 pounds. I'm 5'10", so that really, when people looked at me, they didn't think that I was as big as I was, but
Okay.
the blood work told it all. My blood sugar was in the high 400s, which is a
Ooh,
stroke or heart attack ready to happen. My blood pressure on the average was, 155 over 100.
ooh.
Again, heart attack, stroke ready to happen.
In there.
Cholesterol levels all crazy, but when you get caught up in that hamster wheel of life, you
Yeah.
get stuck until sometimes you get, that shake, which that's what it was for me. So as I just went through teaching myself how to release the weight, and it was the physical weight, the mental weight, the spiritual weight, everything
Okay.
that was hanging on me. As I was doing it, I was sharing with people what I was doing, and people started getting results. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll go and
Time makes money now.
some formal education here, right? Because I'm just on the internet, just
Uh-huh.
Googling everything, right? I
There
mean,
you
Google's
go.
our best friend.
You know, her get paid a little bit, a little piece of change.
That's
Helping somebody
right.
out.
So I educated myself, and decided to launch my own business. I did it part time, while doing HR and everything. And during COVID, I actually was laid off during COVID. It
Ah,
really kicked me into gear,
that's
and
good.
I said, hey, you know what? This is something that I need to really do, and really go full force in it. So, that's where I really launched Phoenix Fitness Fanatics, started doing online training, and I make it easy for people. I'm like, look, you know what? You got no excuse. Okay, I'm in California. I got a client in Ohio. I got
Okay.
one he's up north.
There
I
you
got
go.
another one that was in New York. I mean, they're all over the place.
Okay.
So there's no excuse. All you need is a mat, your body weight, and a positive attitude.
There
Okay,
you go.
and internet connection. So
There you go.
definitely get it in. I've got a fitness app as well where I can definitely keep my eye on you. Okay.
Big sister watching. Put them donuts down. Do the crunches.
And it's real time. It's on your cell phone. So as long as you're being true to yourself and you're
Mhm.
tracking the food in there, I go in there and I check on it, to see how my clients are eating and things. And if I feel that they're not eating too, particularly right, I will call them out on that and say, hey, are you having a bad day? What's going on?
Okay.
So it really helps you to stay accountable. when you know that there is somebody that is there that's watching, and you know. So,
That does.
and I do text message and I do call them as well. I'm that personal coach, okay?
Yeah, you big sister. Yeah. Skynet is real.
Exactly.
Like, I see you. Put that pop down. Go do some jumping jacks. Okay. Yeah, I just got back on the train and working on myself because
Did
I've been.
you?
Yeah, I gotta be Black Thor, man. I'm focused again.
Yeah. And now
Give
what
me
are
a
you
blonde
doing?
wig, give me a hammer, be walking these streets like I'm out here. So this is what it feel like, you know? Be cut up, just all right. I like it. That's the go. Told you I got to. So
Yeah,
I see.
you gotta make it fun.
Oh yeah, got to. I want to make sure you're very comfortable. That's why I got the tagline where we treat you like family. Share
Yeah,
your story to help someone find a purpose. But we're
definitely.
gonna have fun doing it though, because
Yeah,
I've been a little scared for a minute with this lab. But I'm like, take power. God ain't made me scared, so let's get it.
that's right. That's
Take
right.
power. So, what is Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine? How'd that whole thing come about?
So Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine, that's my baby. It is a magazine that, just as I said earlier, I was focused on getting myself, physically, mentally, spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
I now added in another piece of financially fit.
Okay.
So I've gone out and found some just magnificent contributing writers in this magazine, and everyone is really just focused on helping people to elevate their mind, body, and spirit by getting themselves healthy in those four areas. We've got a neurotransformational coach. We've got another gentleman that talks about, the brain gut biome and how all that connects. We've got another young lady from the UK that talks about, anxiety and how to deal with that. Everybody,
All right.
will contribute different recipes and things like that. And we really just show how we have been able to, live our own healthy lifestyles.
Mhm.
And, along the way, all the different lessons that we've learned, we've put that in this magazine. And, it's really just been, again, me being able to share my story of releasing, 120 pounds and being able to keep it off
Awesome.
now for about a decade.
Awesome.
Every time I go, thank
Clap, clap,
you.
step it up. Gotta get on your level.
And then every time I go into the doctors, it's like, when that annual checkup comes, most people are like, oh, Lord, no, this annual checkup. No, I go in there, I'm like, let's do this, doc, and he's asking me, like, okay, so what did you do this year? Because, every year I go in there, it's better. I mean,
Nice.
I'm going to be 47 years old in June, and I feel better at 47 than I did at 25.
That's awesome.
And that's, just being able to have that positive mindset and, just being very focused and aware of, my body and just what I'm putting in, in my body. And it's what I'm putting in my body eating as well as what am I watching? What kind of people am I allowing to pour into me? Am I allowing negative
No,
people
that's
to pour
that's
in me?
true.
Am I allowing, positive people that I can, really be able to, gain from and be able to, continue to walk out there in life, as the powerhouse that I feel I am. So,
Okay. Yeah, when I go to the doctors, like, oof, I gotta get my mind right because your blood pressure high. I don't like being here. What you thought?
yeah,
This ain't fun. But I
right,
want to get on some Stone Cold, kick the door down, like, let's go. Come
right,
on.
right.
Time is money. Give me, oh, yeah, come on. Do the blood. Let me get out of here. I want to get to that level. You know?
And you will. Just
Oh, absolutely.
surround yourself with those people that are going to help
So,
you just.
how did you become the editor in chief of your magazine?
So I actually, during COVID, I started a group called the Girl Powerhouse Network. And it was really
Mhm.
because I was looking for other women that I just wanted to be around, positive, like-minded women. So it kind of helped me because it was like that mastermind community, right? So I also ended up joining a mastermind out of the DMV called, at that time, it was the DMV Mastermind. It's now the Signature Mastermind and Entrepreneur that Dr. Larry White runs. And in being around all those magnificent people,
Hmm.
I really started to elevate. And they brought in a young lady by the name of Marissa Blodorn. That's my girl. I met her. She just lit up on the screen. I'm just like, I'm
Okay.
gonna meet her. I gotta know her, you
Awesome.
know. And we connected. She is a CEO and editor in chief of Own It magazine out of Philadelphia. And when we started talking, and she goes, "Hey, you know what? I'd like for you to write, my fitness piece in my magazine. Yeah, yeah, let's do this. And we just have just that really great energy together. So I started doing that. And within a very short period of time, I'm bringing people to Marissa left and right. I'm like, hey, you got to check out this person. Hey, you got to check out this person. Hey,
Okay.
you got to check out this author. And, after a while, she's like, you know what? You're bringing a lot of people that are, health and wellness into this magazine, and I love it. But why don't you think about maybe expanding yourself and doing your own magazine that's just all health and wellness? I'm
That's awesome.
like, oh, you think I could do that? She
That's
said, yeah,
awesome.
you can do that. Of course you can.
Okay.
She took me under her wing and taught me everything that she, knows on just creating her magazine.
That's
And
real cool.
that's where Phoenix Fitness Fanatics was birthed. And we have just been running full force ever since. We're looking actually to launch into our own publishing company here shortly
Oh,
because
okay.
we've had some big projects that we've done for a few people. We've got a few others that are on the horizon. So with us, now really focusing on helping people to design their magazine, it does make us a little more than just a magazine. So
I see. Took some of my questions, but I ain't mad at it. And there was a lot on your LinkedIn. Like, man, she like Lady Jordan or something.
we come all over the place. So
Yeah.
a
Like
serial
we're gonna stop at the
entrepreneur.
2020. We're gonna stop there. And she done a lot. Now you thought about writing a book?
I actually have written a book. I'm a
Okay.
three-time best-selling author. I started out in 2019. It was like pulling teeth to even get me into the book project. I was working with a woman by the name of Erica Steptoe. She was my business coach. She did a really awesome group coaching package where it was about nine of us, 9 to 12 of us, and it was called the Tenacious Queens Academy. It was
Wow.
amazing. So went through that. She comes out saying, "Hey, we're gonna do a book," and I'm like, "What? What do you mean we're gonna do a book? I'm not trying to write. I mean, I didn't like English in high school. I don't want to write." I'm just like, and she says, "Well, look," she says, "you're a coach. You're a life coach. You've done a lot of different
Uh,
things. Your story is fantastic. Like, why don't you talk about why you created your business? Let's do this." So again, it was really like pulling teeth. We were together for months, all the ladies. We met once a month. We had the most amazing book coaches, Dr. Jackie Evans Phillips, Dr. Karen, as well. And they just really helped to just get it all out. And it made it fun for me.
book
So
coaches. I know.
once I did that, I was like, okay,
Okay.
nice. So then Dr. Larry White, when I joined that mastermind, he invited me to be in Iron Sharpens Irons Volume 2.
Ah,
Um, that came out August 1st. And I actually became visionary author of my first book, Becoming a Girl Powerhouse, which launched on August 4th. So I had two books actually launching the first
shoot.
in the
Oh,
same week.
dang. Just
So
doing it.
yeah,
That's awesome.
it's been a lot going on during COVID. I tell you, I am the woman of saying no excuses, really, because it
Yeah.
does not matter what is in your way. God is going to make a way for you to do the things that you need to do. So just keep your ear out, listen to what he's saying, and get yourself in action. And that's exactly what I did. It was amazing, with doing the book with the ladies. It was 10 wonderful ladies that did an anthology with me. They all told their story. Some of the stories had you laughing, some had you crying, but it was amazing. We spent 10 months together building this book. We started out with 15, and some women, they just, there's three of them that just could not do it. They said, you know what, it's just not for us. We're not ready. I had one that went all the way to the end, and I guess she just wasn't ready, so she didn't sign the paperwork, and we had to move forward. But we did become number one bestsellers, and I mean, to be able to help bring, 10 of my, sisters to that number
All
one
right.
bestseller, I'm so excited because I'm ready to do my next book project,
See, look
which
at
is
you.
becoming a teen girl powerhouse.
Wow. My spidey sense was tingling like, she awesome. And probably if I looked at everything like, okay, it's like 12, 20 things on here, you might tell me. I have a whole page of questions. Like, what's you still doing? Which this is
I
all
stay busy. I gotta stay busy.
I see. So what has been the impact?
The impact for me, or just the impact for, I mean, just all of this has, I mean, it's impacted my family a lot,
Mhm.
and I mean, just really coming into being an entrepreneur has definitely helped. It's helped me to be, here for my son a little bit more, even though, yeah, we're in the house a little more, and sometimes we clash because he's, almost 17,
Okay.
he'll be 17 next week. But it definitely has helped in like the dynamic of your family. My husband just recently opened up or invested in his own business, and I think that's really because he's kind of been watching me a little bit as well, like as I've been going, and he's told me, hey, you know what, it's definitely inspired me to just jump out of my comfort zone because I stay uncomfortable. I always tell people, just get comfortable staying uncomfortable. That's the only way that you're gonna get anywhere is by knees knocking, teeth chattering,
Hey,
just go.
hey, I ain't want to be just reaching out to people, but you got to do the work God put you out here to do. And
Exactly,
it's been
exactly.
amazing so far. Everybody's been
Yeah.
real cool, want to share their story, and I'm pretty sure they're like, "Who's this guy? What do you want?" Have a meeting, you're
Right?
like,
I
"Oh,
was
okay.
like, hold on.
You looked at my
You
page,
know,
stranger danger.
like
What do you
then
want?"
I have to go be a stalker myself. Like, okay, let me go to his page real quick. Then of course I had to Google you and everything else. I had to see what other pages I could find on you. But
Oh yeah,
it
get that
comes with the
figure out.
territory of having my own magazine because you have to get out there and really look
I
at
understand.
people. And I mean, if you're gonna have people that are gonna represent you in your magazine, come on now, you can't have just anybody.
Hey, I understand. That's
I
why.
can think.
That's why I got a running joke. I know stranger danger. Tisha Hammond put me on with a lot of people to reach out to, or other people put me on. I might just be scrolling through LinkedIn, like, oh, this person, they do awesome stuff. They might be able to inspire someone. Let me send them something. And I already know, like, who is this guy? What do you want? All right, what you about? I'm like,
Right.
okay, no problem. I understand the scrutiny. World we live in, no problem. Then like, oh, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind doing it. Then they
Exactly.
come on the show like, oh, this okay, this really cool. Like,
Well,
yeah,
I went
I
back and
know.
I had listened to your stuff. I had listened to a few of your interviews, and there was one you did with Janet. Oh my gosh, I can't think of her last name right now. But she does the like she knows when people are lying, like the behavior.
Oh, net.
Yes, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I
Oh,
just
that's
I
family
just
right there.
loved it.
Yeah, that's the homie right there.
I loved
Right
it.
in
I
that
loved
crew.
it. I said, okay. I said, you know what? Yeah, they have fun. I got to be part of that. So.
Yeah. I didn't expect her to say like what is a net? Well, that's your nickname. Okay. She comfortable. That's the goal of the show. It worked. Cool. And that's a good thing about it. So you up here answering all my questions.
Ah.
Now I gotta think on the fly. So what would be like the goal for the next year or two of your magazine?
Ah, goodness. I just want to continue to grow, and really, I know we have touched international a little bit with,
Okay.
having a couple of people from the UK, but I would love to expand in every, country that we can.
Oh,
I am working right now with an amazing woman. She is also an editor in chief in our magazine platform, Eve Gomez. She's going to help us to launch into does translating, and she's going to actually put. She already has translated one of our magazines, so we
Wow.
can start pushing into that because you know what, everybody needs to get healthy, you know,
That's
and I want to be able to, if I can have it, you know, start out with Spanish and let's move to Mandarin, let's get it all out there, you know, and just have
the
it
whole
everywhere
world, baby.
we
In a good way.
can.
Now, how can a person get a hold of your magazine?
So they can actually get a hold of my magazine by going to my link tree, which is Coach Tiffany Para, or they can go also to the website, which is Phoenix Fitness Fanatics MAG 2021.com.
Oh, okay. Look at you putting ears on it. Getting all fancy on the West Coast. With good weather. Must be.
And that's where you can subscribe. And if you want to even be featured in the magazine, I'm very big on featuring you know, businesses that are into that health and wellness. Also authors that I, you know, being an author myself, I just have a passion for authors and really wanting to see them shine out there.
Boy,
So
off
just for
too.
subscribing, but just for subscribing, I'm gonna tell you, it's only $35 for a full year to subscribe. And
Okay.
if an author subscribes and they let me know that they're an author, I'll put them into our authors network of the magazine. So they'll have a really cool book banner with their picture on in the
Oh,
magazine, and then I'll also be doing an interview with them as well because we do interviews on Tuesdays. We do our authors network interviews on Tuesdays.
okay. There you go.
Oh, there you
Mind you, devil. Get out of here. I'm messing with the broadcast.
go.
Now, do you got a show too?
Yes, so when you're featured in the magazine, it's not just about being featured in a magazine, you know. It's also being featured on the podcast. So we have
Oh,
the Wellness Wednesday podcast, we have a Mental Monday podcast.
wow.
Like I said, we have our authors, you know, Authors Network podcast on Tuesdays, and then on Fridays we do a speakers podcast as well. So anybody that's out there that is speaking, has any, you know, speaking engagements coming up, they can come on and share a little bit of their story and where they're going to be speaking as well on Fridays. So yeah, so we're all over the place.
When do
All
you
my
find sleep?
contributing writers,
When do you sleep?
they all help me. All my contributing writers help me. They're amazing. Some of them have podcasts already, so I've invited them to share my platform and
Okay.
be able to combine the podcast. So, you know, there's 16 magazines in the
Wow.
publishing platform. So, you know, it's a very large network, and we really just kind of help each other. You know, all the editors in chief, all the magazines are privately owned, but they're all under Marissa's publishing company. So,
That's nice.
yeah, it's really awesome. You know, so we've got coaches. You know, Marissa's actually a strategic business coach. So, of course, you know, I'm going to be talking to Marissa a lot of times, you know, when I need to make moves in business and things like that. And, you
Okay.
know, my contributing writers, they talk to me, you know, in the same way because I've had so much HR experience. I've also been out here for quite a while, you know, navigating a lot of different businesses. I've been in network marketing for, you know, quite a while now as well. I'm going to tell you, I am a serial entrepreneur. So I can definitely build
Man, you
teams with different businesses and you know, my husband, I've been married now 3 years, and I tell you, he doesn't even know how he keeps up with me.
yeah. Need some Gatorade. You saying like about how many things you doing? Like, do you
You know,
sleep standing up?
last I checked, Jeff, I have 6 different sources of income. So these are, you know, being brand partner for a couple of different, you know, supplement companies that you know, that when I try something and I love it,
Okay, you go all
I
in.
want to share it with my clients. So, you know, what better way to be able to, you know, continue to grow my business then
Hmm.
to become a brand partner and still be able to share my results because they see it, and then be able to still monetize off of, that residual income from, getting my clients healthy through that product. So I do that. I also do paparazzi jewelry. So, when my clients are
Okay.
losing weight and they're feeling good and everything, and, I throw out that jewelry to, some of the ladies and even the men as well. We've got some great men's jewelry too. So,
Boy,
it all runs hand in hand. I help
you are the
people
epitome of
live
grinding for real.
good.
You out here. You doing it for real. Man, that's it. That's beautiful. And you helping everybody along with it, which
Look, I do life insurance. So, I've been doing life insurance for the last year, and I focus on wills and trusts. A lot of people passed away during this pandemic, and a lot
yeah,
of
they did.
households were not ready. And I heard so many different stories, and it was just like, oh my gosh, like, what can I do to help some people out there to not let this happen to them? Not let, some of my close friends and family members have, their legacy just completely wiped out because they didn't just take a
Mhm.
moment to just put it together. And mine, it's a software, that it's all been, reviewed by, attorneys, all the
Mhm.
documentation, it's all, legit. It's great. Um, it's awesome, and it takes just an hour, to get this together, and then you go get it notarized, and you have peace of mind.
Yeah, because COVID definitely it reset everything to where you really got to look
Mhm.
at what are you really doing with yourself. Do you want to really find your purpose now?
Right?
Get another job that you might not like, or do what
Yeah,
you should be doing,
that part.
and
That
look at
part.
long term how you take care of your family because that's real.
Yeah. Yeah.
A
And
lot
now
of people
you
ain't
have
thinking
to
about
realize that it's not going to happen by, going and being at just that job. I'm sorry. It's just, after being in corporate America for as long as I was, and now being out there as an entrepreneur and, really, getting myself just in it,
it. Hmm.
I wouldn't have it any other way. It's I jump out of bed every day,
Oh, that's awesome.
and I get up early. I'm up. My alarm clock goes off at 4 a.m. All right,
You
that's
ready to go to work
every
in the
day.
morning?
Even on weekends, I'm like crawling out of bed usually about 5:30. So
That's all. Man, you are doing it. You my role model right now. I got ground up myself.
appreciate
Man, and you got all the energy too. Like where you find it all?
Look, eating well, exercising, and seriously just giving yourself that moment. When I wake up in the morning, when that alarm clock goes off, I give myself that moment of gratitude. Thank you,
Mhm.
Lord, for this breath. Thank you for opening up my eyes.
Mhm.
And I take a moment to just meditate. Like, what's the message that you're going to download to me today? And then I'm ready. It's like, okay, I got this. I'm ready to go. If it's a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, I'm doing my online classes. So I'm jumping. I'm
Time
coming
out.
downstairs. Yeah.
Yeah. Online classes. What?
Yes, I do online fitness classes, so they're like boot camp kind of style. It's awesome. We have so much fun.
See, you in California with all that nice weather, that's the problem. Too much time in your hands. Way too much time. You need to be in Detroit and show some snow for a minute. Sit you down.
Look, my client that is in Ohio. She's in Euclid, Ohio, and
Oh
they
yeah,
have
they got
snow.
it.
They have snow,
Yeah, they got
so
it
she,
over
she, she is still in that basement getting it done.
there. Yeah, there's no
She said,
excuses.
"No excuses." She said, "I want that summer body." I said, "That's right."
And it's the best time too. They can show out when they get warm.
That's right. So
Now,
yeah, and they're fun. I mean, because there's no excuse. You're at home. There's a lot of gym phobia. There's a lot of gym phobes out there. They're like, I'm not going in the gym. I don't want to be looked at. I was one of those. I was very self-conscious. And now it's like, no, just go in there and just put your blinders on. Because honestly, that guy, that buff guy that's in the back, that just the big beefy guy, even he's probably more self-conscious than you,
Yeah.
looking the way he does. It's like just put your blinders on and just go and do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. I
Because
mean, it's still working out with a mask on, but you adjust.
you do. I mean, it's hard. I do work out with masks on unless I'm far away from
Hmm.
people, and I'm. But again, when I go to the gym, it's really early in the morning, so there might be 3, 4 people in the
Nobody's there.
gym. So it's awesome.
Hey, yeah. Now, I worked at Wayne State, working
I'm
midnights.
working
I
out
used
with
to
the
do it
crickets,
when I got off in the morning. It was the best time.
right?
Ain't nobody around. You can use every machine. You ain't got like, oh, they still doing something. Let me go do something else. You
That's
just boom,
right.
boom, 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 be done.
Exactly. It's faster. Like I said, I'm working out with the crickets, okay, in the morning. So
You said the crickets. Ah, I hear that. So, what do you do for downtime then?
I love reading. I have so many amazing people that I'm meeting right now that have so many just awesome books. And, a lot of the authors that are in the magazine, I like to, support them. So I've got just piles of books. And I really just love just reading, and just gaining that knowledge, that's what I'm really digging right now. And my son and I, we also do, he likes to watch these really just kind of raunchy shows. So every once in a while I'll sit, he's a teenager. So I'll just sit and I'll watch the shows with him, they're these shows that are just like the most dumb shows, and I'm like, okay, it reminds me like Beavis and Butthead back in the day when I was growing up. And my mom thought I was the most raunchy craziness, and I'm like, when I look at
Yeah,
it, like, it's nothing compared to like some of the stuff these
yeah,
kids
yeah, yeah. Beavis and Butthead was funny like 2 in the morning, but
watch.
look at it 4 in the afternoon, like this is not that funny.
Right.
I was not laughing at 2 in the morning because wasn't nothing else on. Okay, so you
But
don't
it
have
was
a
fun
hard
just
time.
to like find a like we were watching Squid Games. I don't know if you got any Squid Games.
I
But
heard about
it was a Netflix, yeah. So my son and I, we were watching that like every night. Okay, it's Squid Game time. So we have those moments where we'll do the down, those types
that.
of things. And I love hiking. I love getting out in nature and grounding myself and just really, just getting in Mother Nature, loving on that because that's all God's creation. I love animals. I have two dogs, and one of them I just love dearly. He's my Chihuahua Beagle, and he's always up against me. We have a husky, and
Oh, cool.
I've been around animals all my life. When I was in high school, I was the president of the FFA, Future Farmers of America. So, you have 4-H out there, I think. So,
Okay.
yeah.
you know. So you do find a nice balance with home life and entrepreneurship. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. I try to balance it as best as I can. I mean, sometimes it does get in the way. Occasionally there are those, hey, go, go, go. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. You guys go on. And it will happen. But you gotta find that balance. You really do. And I think that is sometimes the hardest thing is trying to find that balance and trying not to get the family upset with you when you are, because I can be a workaholic,
You don't
so
say.
so I
You
do need that
sure?
reminder to, hey, set it down, let us spend some time. But I have learned to find a pretty good balance. So yeah.
Okay. I know the one thing I that is a little better when I do the live stream if the guests want to do the video.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta worry about the phone interrupting the audio anchor.
Uh,
Man. I'm like, dude, I thought this technology supposed to be legit. I put on turn off everything and the call still get through like, ah. And then I was a good part of the conversation, like, man, hey, I'm gonna give you another link. Don't call me, please. I'm recording.
it always
I'm
happens
like,
that way though.
that just sucks. And it stops at every day. You might hit decline. Like, man. ain't right. This ain't right at all. It's cool. So, what advice do you have for someone trying to find their purpose?
Wow. You know what? Just really do something that really lights your heart up. That really, if it does not make you jump out of bed every day, you're not doing the right thing. I mean, if you have to just, if it takes that one moment where you're like, you're not doing the right thing. You're not doing the right
Yeah,
thing. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah. I feel
so
that.
just do something that really lights your heart on fire, and
The
just
bed
and
looking
make sure that you take that time for yourself, though, for sure. Take time to breathe because this is a wild ride. It really is,
yeah.
but it's a wonderful ride. And surround yourself with those like-minded people as well because they're going to be the ones to keep you balanced, and they're going to be the ones to tell you, look, we've been there. It's okay. Just just keep going. Just keep going. So yeah, that's the advice I have for you.
I mean, I agree with you because I'm still amazed. This season 4, episode 11, and I restarted this last March. I'm like, well, maybe I get 22 for one season. Then God introduced me to Tisha Hammond, other great people I've encountered. Like, okay, I just gotta step out of my comfort zone, and actually interact with people. But everybody's
Yeah,
been awesome.
you look like you interact really well.
Yeah,
I
'cause
think you got that down.
yeah, because I had to get comfortable being on camera. Like, ooh, they looking at me. Stop now. Like, get your mind right. You're doing media. You gotta embrace it, love it. You gotta make them comfortable. So focus on
And
that.
don't get stuck in your head. Don't get stuck in your head because I know at first, when I first started, coming out, doing a podcast, showing up
Hmm.
on different interviews, I'm like, oh, you know what? What if like one of my family or somebody sees me or something? What if? Why do I care? Like they can see what I'm doing. Like, and if people are gonna hate on it, they're gonna hate on it. Like haters will be haters, whatever,
I
But
mean,
I
they
had to
crucified
kind of be
Jesus.
honest
You
with
know,
it,
they
you
did
know?
that to him. Hey, somebody might not like what you're doing. Hey, okay, but
Right.
somebody gonna like it. You know.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, so I had to really get out of my own way, with that because that was my biggest thing. Like, I did not want to go live. I was just, I would have
I
my
definitely
phone.
gotta do this more.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna push the button. Okay, okay, okay.
Hey, I was chilling with the audio, like, cool. I ain't gotta be on camera. Let's get it. And then I keep hearing, well, how can people watch it or listen? Like, watch
Right.
it. Oh God, here you go. You tapping on. It's time to move forward. Then I did an interview with a friend on here, like, oh, StreamYard. Like, okay, now you know there's something to do live video. Give them an option, like, don't make me get in front of everybody. And it's weird because I'm a musician, I make music, but I ain't gotta be in front of everybody right now. Like, I got time, but like, nah, dog. We gotta get this thing global. Keep going. Come on. And
And what
here
do
we
you play?
are, having a good
What
time.
do you play? You say you're a musician?
Yeah, I play piano.
Oh, okay.
I gotta get back to practicing because I used to be like, wham, with it. And now
Nice.
I press
Oh,
the
you
key.
got to get back to it. I love hearing the piano. I wish I would have learned. I learned how to play the flute and the saxophone
Oh, the
when
sax is
I just
awesome.
kind of let it go.
Oh, you
So
sweet. The saxophone, I want to get one.
yeah,
Learn how to play it.
I play the alto.
Okay. I think
Yeah,
I've used that on one of my songs. It has a nice pitch.
yeah.
Look at you.
And then
See?
my son, he plays music too. So when he was 6 months having drumsticks and things, but he plays around with the bass guitar. He has a guitar.
Nice. I got
Yeah,
one I got to practice.
and then he plays the keyboard as well because my mother has a piano, so she took lessons for a little while, and he'll play and he'll just hear it, and then he'll start to play things. I'm like, see, you got it, yeah, you
That's
definitely
a
got
talent right
it. Like just nourish that, and just keep on it because he'll pick up an instrument and just it's like he just kind of melts into it. It's like wow, I
Yeah,
wish I could do that.
I do got to work on my guitar. I do want a sax. I never had a drum set, but I always made beats. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna give a spoiler alert. A lot of the tracks of my second album I'm mixing right now. At my table, I make a beat. Something like oh, record that, and that be in the. My producer be like, "You made that at your dinner table." Like, hey, music, man, it comes whenever you get it. You clapping your hand like, "Hey, record." I got an
yeah.
iPhone. Add that in there. You know how to spruce it up a little bit and get it. Now I laugh
That's
now like, wow,
amazing that you could do that.
oh man, this second we got very creative because it'd be many nights after I do a pod, I might be sitting here just chilling,
Yeah.
humming something like, okay, record that, banging on the table, record that.
Yeah, come on. Let that baby. I tell you, technology for sure,
Mhm.
huh?
The devil just mad we having all this fun. He just
Okay.
mad. We've been doing good all this time. I gotta mess with it. Let me do something like no. Be good over here. Chilling. But so how did you enjoy it? Being on the show.
I've enjoyed this a lot. This has been a lot of fun. Definitely. Thank you so much for having me. It
I
look,
appreciate you doing
it feels like family. It feels like I'm sitting here talking to like one of my cousins. It feels like family.
it. Yeah, you looked at my background every time. You straight like I don't know this dude. Let me find out.
Look, I'm
I
gonna
don't
tell
know why
you a
your screen still
secret. Look,
stuck.
I'm gonna have to say this little secret, okay? I met my husband online, and when
Okay.
we met on a site that really wasn't a site that I was looking for a husband on. It was called datehookup.com. Okay, so not
Okay.
looking for someone, okay, just looking for someone to
Remember
hang out.
wife on Facebook.
When he and I decided to meet each other, my father was a sheriff for 30 years. Okay. He was also a Marine. So you can imagine, I grew up in a very strict household. Okay. My mother worked for Boeing, but she was just a sleuth, just to her own right. Okay. So I was very much the detective. I had run back on my husband. Before I even met the man, I ran a background check on him to see if he was okay.
There we now yours is stuck.
Uh
That was just mad
oh.
we having all this.
Uh oh. Can you hear me now?
I hear you, but your screen stuck. You see me?
Oh, I can see you. Yeah, you're not frozen.
Okay, maybe it might pan out. Devil is a jerk. He didn't get punched in the face. And I did the pre-test to make sure I had no problems. Try to be a first class show around here, and he want to get the tripping.
It's still a first class show. Okay, look,
Oh
you
yeah,
can
it's we're
just
gonna make
gotta
it
be
do what it
guilty
do now.
regardless.
Oh yeah,
You gotta just deal
we
with
blood of
technology.
Jesus over. We're gonna get it cracking. We're gonna get the mission done. He ain't never gonna stop. That's why I really try to work to make sure what we treat you like family is true. Comfortable,
That's
share
right.
your
That's
story,
right.
and help somebody.
That's
Have
right.
a good time
Yeah.
along the way.
That's right. I love it. I love it.
I definitely want to thank the fitness trainer, certified life coach, life agent, motivational speaker, founder, editor, and in chief of Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine, and author and podcaster, life insurance, and everything else she's doing awesome. Coach
Thank
Tiffany
you.
Williams Sarah. She does it all. She's amazing.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Thank you. I appreciate you having me. This has been so amazing. So much fun.
I have it back on again.
Yes, yes. Let me know.
Okay. Well, once I make a copy of the show, I'm gonna text you a copy of it, like I do for
All
everybody.
right. Sounds good.
All right. Till next time, everybody have a great night.
Good night.